Hello guys, so welcome to another session of learning Unity with me. So it's going to be another hour session, and yeah, let's get right into it. So where we last left off, we managed to, I believe, finish implementing the scoring system. Um, so let's just quickly see in action. I will make the particles look better because it doesn't feel right, to be honest. So we have our score and it's going up. Let's die. Play it. Try it again. Should be 0. Alright. Cool. Yeah, so I wondered if I put that in my to-do list. Fix the paths during tuning, during defining tunes, try to use the blood tutorial. Yeah, so basically make particles look better. And then yeah, you also gotta do that. And then there's this. What is this? Oh yeah, I think this was to shoot from either side depending on the input. It's actually a pretty interesting idea. Alright.
Okay, just a quick side note. I had a couple of errors on my screen here. I just went and cleared them, played the game through a couple of times, and the errors don't come back again. So I forgot to mention that.
So yeah, I think one of the issues that I faced was during the game session. Was it? No, it was the level manager. I don't know what this is. But yeah, so there's this issue that I faced, and basically the issue was that the game session wasn't being initialized, even though I had it in the start. What I was thinking was it had something to do with it being destroyed but it's referring to the one that's being destroyed in the beginning, as opposed to later on when we want to reference the one that's in the don't destroy on load. And that's one of the issues right now that we someone mentioned yesterday in the comments about singleton, and is that like we need to be referring to the one that's not being destroyed as opposed to the one being destroyed. I mean, we did have the set active to false, but I don't know. I feel like there has to be a better way of handling that. Alright, so let's just continue with the next slide. I mean, the next video lecture. Let's slow this down first.
Hey, welcome again. Here we have health up in our top left of the screen. We're displaying it when we take a bullet hit. Blunk goes to 100, then blunk again, goes to 0, we die. Back to play again, and returns to 200 when we start our game again. So let's jump in and display our health. Okie dokie, let's get started. And what I'm going to do is start off with the framework of what we're doing and a challenge, which is to display health. Because it's so similar to displaying score, I think I've got a lot of confidence in you that you can nail it. So first of all, I'd like you to create healthdisplay.cs, and a sneaky hint, this is sneaky hint number 1, it's very similar to scoredisplay.cs. Then create health text within our canvas, and sneaky hint number 2 is very similar to the score text, and we only need to be displaying health on the game, not in the game over screen, because I think it's pretty obvious what your health is when you're at game over. You need to create a health method, and sneaky hint number 3, it's very similar to get score, so get health and get score, very similar, and then finally to call get health and convert that to a string. And finally, well, no, I think sneaky hint is you get the picture by now that it's very similar to score. So jump in, implement your health, have it displaying in the game screen, decreasing when you get hit, and I will see you when you're done.
Alright, so this seems pretty easy. Basically, in our game scene, we're going to work on our canvas. first, let's make it smaller. Zoom out a bit, and then we're going to basically duplicate this, change this to health text, and then we could say 200. Align it to the top left, and then make this the left side. It's kind of hard to see, so let's increase the font. It's kind of big. Alright, 205. I think that's relatively good, and then we can change the color to be kind of red. We'll mess with it a little bit. Now we're also going to change this to let's see how that looks. What? Oh, right. My bad. Well, we'll see here. I wonder if we put the health at the bottom left. Alright, I mean, then we just gotta bring it up a little bit. Alright, never mind. So we're gonna put it at the top. I wonder if there's a way to kind of outline it. Can we underline? Bold. Italicize. Nope. Is there a way to kind of give it an outline? Color gradient. I wonder how we did that thing in the beginning. Kind of have like a different shade. Oh, by giving it a gradient. Alright, let's go do that. We're gonna give it kind of like a black color gradient. So we're gonna have red, black. That seems good. So then we're going to move this. Then go to our scripts. Create a script called health, player health, I guess. Actually, yeah, I think it should be fine. Health. Health should be fine. Go to our health text. Wait, we need to unpack this first. And then we're going to drag and drop the health script. And then let's go ahead and edit the script. Alright, so then we also need to be able to access the game session. So we also need the health. Alright. So in our health, we're basically going to get public int get health. I think we also need the player too. You have the health value here. let's create it over here, I guess. So the thing is, we want to get the health of the player. So public int get health, return health. Does this have autofill? Guess not. I don't know what these are. Oh. References. So then we have to get the player. Since there is only one player, right? Private player, or it should be game object actually. Private void start, and then we're going to say player find object type player, and then get health player dot and the health, we need the game session. So and we also need the there you go. Alright, we're done. I guess if I needed to explain, basically we created a player reference that we looked for a player object, and basically we just need to call this method just so that we could return the health from the player. And yeah, by this way, the player doesn't have to worry about the game session, but the game session has to worry about the player, if that makes sense. Um, then yeah, return the player's health whenever this update value is being called, which it gets called every frame. So yeah.
Okay, where should we start? Well, I'm going to click on my game canvas. I've got my score text. I'll duplicate that to make some health text. Health text, great. And then instead of a score display script, I'll remove that component. We need to add a, let's see, a health display. So jump over into my scripts folder, right-click, create C# script, which I shall call health display. Excellent. Now, when I'm clicking on my health text, I can add component or drag on over health display. Excellent. So health display, all good. Now we're going to reposition health text. So click on health text, hit W, move. Looks pretty good. Okay, and change the color from blue to it was all yellow. Okay, looks pretty sharp. And you know what? I can see that I've got 6 placeholder zeros, but only 5 of them displaying, which shows me that my font's a little bit too big. Change that to 80. Left align, and then click on my anchor point. Left align on my anchor point, top left. That looks pretty sharp, I think. And then my score, I'm also going to change that font size down to 80. There we go. Lots of room for millions. Well, maybe not millions, but hundreds of thousands of scores and healths. I will apply all this back to the prefab, but at the moment I've got this game canvas prefab to my game over scene. So what I'll do first, I'll save this up, jump over into game over, get all this UI stuff done first. And in here I've got my start menu, game canvas. So I don't want my changes to my other game canvas to change this. This is really the game over score displaying canvas. It's not a game canvas. So I'm going to click on game canvas, go up to game object and break prefab instance. And instead of game canvas, I'm going to call this score canvas just to show that that's what it is. We don't really need to prefab it, but it's good to prefab everything just in case. So now we have a score canvas on our game over scene that shouldn't be broken by any of the changes. I'm going to save the changes we do over on our game scene. So over here now we've got our game canvas. That is, yes, that's relevant. Apply all that back. Now this is prefab. So if you've got multiple levels, this should work for those multiple levels. Okay, so let's go have a look at our script. Where are we? Health display. Open up health display. Okay, nothing in there. I mentioned it's very similar to score display, so I'm going to go get score display. Might end up a little bit more work changing all the words. Copy that over health display, but it's a good starting place. Delete, and then paste all this in. So, good one. Instead of score text, we need to have health text. I'm not doing a rename all, just in case that goes and renames things in other scripts for me. I'm going to just manually rename it in here. Game session, well, where are we? Oh, let's finish this. Let's finish health text there. So, health text here as well. So, all of the score texts should be health text. Okay, they're all updated. Now, text is squiggly underlined, which means that we're not using the namespace. So using Unity engine.ui namespace, there, squiggly lines go away. Excellent. So that health text part should be done and dusted now. Game session, that's not where we're getting the health from. The health currently should be with the player, because the player has a concept of, I'm taking damage, here's where my health is at the moment. So let's see, yep, there is a health variable already. Let's find a good spot to be putting our get health method. I think it's going to be underneath die. So all of this health related stuff. Then down here, underneath the die method, we'll create a public, we need to return something. We need to be returning an int, and we'll call this get health. Parentheses, curly braces, what we will return health. And semicolon. Save that up. That looks pretty good. Back over to health display. Now we've got our game session. Instead of game session, we need to change this to player. So type player, and variable we'll call player. Yep. And then, again, instead of game session, it's called player. Final objective type, this will be the player. And game session, this will be player. Oops, player small p. Okay, and we can set it up this way because at the moment we've only got one level. You might need to do a singleton on the player if you have multiple levels. But for us, we've just got the one game level, so this works okay. I'm going to say get health under our update. So every frame, we're updating the health text with the player's get health value, and we're converting that into a string. So let's save that up. We'll check that we've done everything that we need to in here. Click on play. The health should be at 200 at the moment if we've set things up correctly. Yes, 200. Score goes up great when I die. It goes to 0. Excellent. Game over screen. We've still got our score display where we wanted to. Play again. Back to 200. It's all looking pretty hunky-dory. Excellent. So we now have health. We have score. We have a full game loop. We can play the whole way through. We can die. We can have laughs. We can cry. All that good stuff. So great work, and I'll see you in the next lecture.
How many more lectures do I have? Oh yeah, we did that. I did not complete. So we're almost done. We just need the enemy. So we might be able to finish today actually. And then we can start polishing our game.
We're making another enemy. I've called mine Big Boy. He's bigger, stronger, tougher, and drops bombs at the player. So let's jump in and make another enemy. Let's start by selecting a new laser beam bomb and a new enemy to use. So I'll go into my Kenny assets, PNGs. First of
before we do that, let's go ahead and go to open game art. Let's look at vomit. What? This is the only one? No. There's no vomit. How about puke? Green projectile. Alright. Here's our. We're just gonna lose it, use it online. I don't know what I just searched up. And yeah, now we're kind of weird. Banana and Sprite. That's a thing. Banana and Sprite. What the heck? That is something that I have never even thought about until. Oh my god. I'm kind of interested right now to search it up. But that's not important right now, so. I can't really find the vomit. You know what, then I have to pick, make my own then. Alright. So let's create the outline of it. Black, so kind of like an odd shape, like. Then we can have like some designs like that. Like a darker area here, so we can make it like green, and then we can have kind of like brownish. Nah, that's not what this is not what I hoped, or that's not how I pictured it in my head. Kind of pictured it like a green orb, kind of. You know what, let's look at that. Let's look for a green orb. Maybe? Maybe? Yeah, something like this. I know it's from Minecraft. So let's look at a PNG of it. You know, I'll just take this. Alright, cool. So with this sprite sheet, or sprite, gonna basically add some squiggly lines, so kind of like so. Actually, we need, I want to match the color. And then maybe just wrap this around the color. That kind of looks alright, I guess. Just gotta fix this up. thicker. Yeah, that's a good projectile. So the next thing we're going to do is remove white background. Alright, we're going to download that. Paste it here. Go to US Community Project. Basic Defender Assets. Sprites. Alright, I pasted it in there, but I think I would need to change the name. It says, warning, hide inherited member. Use the new keyword if hiding was intended. Oh, I think I know what they mean. So basically, instead of this, we'd get like new singleton script. Something like that. Let me see if that's what they meant. Oh, my bad. I did singleton wrong. I had a habit of doing camel casing. Oh, that's not what they meant. I don't know then. I don't know what's causing that glitch. Never mind. So we're going to the sprites. Here's our projectile. Let's first test it out on a zombie. So let's create a new zombie type, because we're going to do that anyways. Wait, are we doing a challenge at the moment?
First of all, we'll find a new enemy, and
Not yet. You know what? I think we're going to wait till we get challenged.
We'll go with
and then
maybe a green
start.
guy. This green.
while I think of a different enemy to choose, I'll look at the open game art. Wait, is he just gonna create one? You know, let's just start, and then we'll just watch how he does it. Zombie. Let's see what other type of zombies are there. So this one is what we got. So we need to create another one. Or we need to look for another one. It's a human. So I don't know. What the heck was that? We need a top down. So we got that. Oh wow, this was actually would have been good. Yeah, let's add this one. Sean, or no. Teeth sheet, eye sheet. What's this? Oh wow. I wonder if I can play an animation, create an animation based off it. Cause that'd be pretty cool. Kind of interested in what he did. Oh, I had to download it. Let's look at the screenshot. Oh wow, that's actually pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, then we go with this as the next monster. How to apply animation in Unity. Given sprite sheet. It's 30 minutes. Alright, you know, it's fine because he will go over animation, I think in here. Yeah, intro to animation, so it's fine. I think I'm gonna just crop out one of them and then just use it. Alright, yeah, so let me just check it out. So we're gonna go desktop, to edit. So yeah, I mean this would be pretty cool if I can make it into like an animation. Which one's the creepiest? I think the one that focuses, looks at you, I think is the creepiest. So let's just take this out, and there you go. Oh man. I have a bad feeling about this. Because if we were to kind of remove the PNG, it's going to make it, it's also going to remove the back. Oh no, it didn't. Oh, never mind. That's perfect. So we're gonna take this, put it to our sprites. I'll call this Squid Monster, and I'll call the projectile vomit projectile. Alright, let's let's go create our own enemy, and we'll start from a new one, just so we can learn. So we have this empty object. Reset. Alright. We'll call this Squid Monster. And we're gonna add a sprite renderer. And then we're going to drop a sprite Squid Monster. It looks kind of creepy, not gonna lie. We're gonna make it look bigger, just a little bit bigger, you know. Let's go to sprites, go here. Let's make this 75. Let me see how that looks. Yeah, that is kind of creepy though. Alright, so in our squid monster we're gonna need a enemy script, and then we need a damage dealer script, and then we also need rigid body 2D. Oops, not this one. We need a rigid body 2D, and then we also need a polygon collider. There you go. We are gonna edit it a little bit just to kind of match the overall. We're gonna try to make it a little bit more forgiving by making it a little underneath the actual image, only in the front. Alright, I think that's good enough. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna edit the configurations later. I think this is good. So then we're gonna drop it down here, and I just kind of want to compare. Wait, this is a sprite. My bad. I meant to drag and drop it here. Yeah, it doesn't have a wave config, so rigid body, polygon, damage dealer, sprite render, and we need enemy pathing. Makes sense, we need it to actually move based on the path that we give. Alright, so let's go down our spreadsheet. So he's going to be stronger, so he's going to have, let's say, 300 health. That should be good. And we'll give him more points, so it's like maybe 200 to 300. Or no, 300 to, like, let's say 500. Shot counter, he said to ignore it. Should be fine. Enemy projectile. So yeah, we're gonna change the projectiles for these two to the vomit. Oh, right. So we're going to create a vomit projectile. I'll put in vomit projectile. So we need a sprite renderer. We gotta take the sprite of the vomit. Whew, that's pretty big. Alright. Then we're gonna need a rigid body. We need we'll use a polygon collider. And we're also going to give it a damage dealer script. I think that should be good for now. Is there a projectile script? No. And then let's compare. So we have a capsule, damage dealer, rigid body, spark. So yeah, that should be good enough then. Is this an ish trigger event? I don't think so. Yeah, it's not. It's kinematic. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's go change that. Kinematic. On projectile. And then we gotta make this. We have to make it smaller. So let's go to our sprites. Let's go here. Let's change it to. How about 150? Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, it's kind of. That's pretty big. Not gonna lie. So let's make it. How about 225? 256. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, so we're going to make a prefab out of it. Then we're just going to drag, drop that, drag and drop this, and let's just see how it looks. Whoa. Wait, what? I wonder why the spawner isn't spawning anything. So I'm just gonna delete this and this for now and see what's up. The wave config. You don't have wave config? What's that about? Yeah, what? That doesn't make any sense. It says the variable enemy prefab of wave config doesn't exist anymore. You probably need to reassign enemy prefab variable to the wave config. So we need to go to waves. Ah, I see. Why did it do that? Alright, let's go see. Alright, we gotta change that. Holy smokes. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to change the velocity for that one. Or at least add some drag to it, maybe. Like kinematic damage. I wonder which script has the one that I'm looking for. I think it has something to do with the projectile. The enemy? Could it be the enemy? Yeah, projectile speed. Oh, we just need to decrease it then. That's pretty simple. So go to enemy projectile speed, change it to 10 maybe, so make it 10 times, or 10, make it twice as slow. See how that looks. So, we gotta change the sound to, or we can actually look for a sound. So let's see, puke sound, is that a thing? How about sick sound? Oh, well, bad sound? Nope. What's this? New PC. Wait, they're still making games for the Xbox 360 and the PS3? Oh, that's kind of... Wait, this was made in 2019. Ah, well, what do you know? So yeah, let's look for more sounds. I don't know how to describe this sound though. It's like a puking sound. But they don't have anything like that. How about spit? Spit sound. A sound effect. A spit sound. Spit sound. Nah. Dang it, I don't know. I guess we'll fine tune it later. Fine tune it some other time. Oh yeah, that's fine. So it should be sounding like lasers. Alright, so let's continue with this new enemy type. Yeah, we're gonna have to create a new wave and then play it like that. So the enemy projectile is, we're actually gonna use this one. And then the enemy particle would also be the blood. We're gonna change that later on. Enemy death sound. Scream. Maybe, maybe the thumbs. Maybe. That's actually a little bit better. For thing, attack of the. No. Whoa. Alright, I think we'll just go with one of these. Now we'll go with this one. Oh god, that's funny. Yeah, I was thinking of doing it myself, but I don't know. So let's take a look. Extract here, and then extract here. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. That was fun. So we're gonna play each one. That was good. I think that, yeah, this one's good. I'm gonna take that. Go to Unity. Actually, wait. A faster way of doing it is just to drag and drop. So let's go to resources, music. Never mind. You gotta go to our sound. And then just drag and drop this one. And we also need one of the rat sounds for the enemy. So nah. Alright, you know, I'm just gonna go with this one, even though it's not a rat, right? I think it's fine. Alright, so let's go change these thing. Player, death, sound, squid, monster, death, sound, and then go to our prefabs. Go to player. What does this sound like again? I feel like this is better. Yeah, it's way better. That's actually pretty good. Alright, let's go back to our prefabs. Go to player. Go to our sound. Player, death sound, and then the shoot sound. Yeah, I think I chose that. If we go to our prefab, we need to choose a death sound, so let's go back to sound, drag and drop this, and shoot sound. What is this? Alright, so Yeah, I think they still sound like lasers, don't they? Alright, I think we can ignore that for now. Unless we want him, well, if we want them to yell every time they shoot. I think that's a good idea. What's this? Alright, we'll just, let's do that. Let's see how that sounds. For this one, we're gonna go to sound and put yell, so that when they shoot, they're actually yelling. Same thing goes for these zombies. So let's go to sound. Go back here, do the same thing. Sound. Alright, so let's go back to the prefab. So they do 200, so they kill you instantly. Sound effects, we'll test it out. Kinematic only. This trigger, yeah. Because, wait, this is dynamic. Oops. They're all is trigger. Alright, so then we're gonna go to waves, create a enemy wave config, call this wave 5, in which we're going to create a path prefab and yeah. So we're going to go here, drag and drop, and then we're also going to go to our what is it, the game spawner or the enemy spawner, which we did here. It's empty, so I guess we just need to go over here. So go to our waves, add another wave, but we need a path. Let's go create a path ourselves. We can just, for now, just for testing, we can just drag and drop one of these. Let's go to 5. Take the S path. Alright, so we're good to test it. This will be the last thing we do because we're running out of time for today. So hopefully it works. What? Enemy projectile prefab does not exist anymore. So I'm guessing that has something to do with the enemy. Oh. Wait, what happened to the... Oh, right here. Alright. Let's go test it out. I need to just see the enemy monster, and then that's when I'm gonna end it. Yeah, we gotta fix the projectiles. The collider seems pretty big. Alright, so I'm gonna see you guys on tomorrow. Peace.